Good morning. Yes, I'm back. Excited to be here. Basically, we're just going to talk about effective communication because communication is the talk. It seems that that's the only way we can go every time we talk about the main issues of relationships. But we're going to try to talk a little bit on effective communication and clear up what communication really is. Effective communication involves transferring and receiving honest information between one another through verbal, written, or visual aids, including your body language. It involves and understands what is being transferred. So, effective communication is a clear understanding of what's being transferred by the other person from both parties, listening carefully, speaking or writing clearly, and respecting each other's differences of opinion. Understanding good and effective communication is being mindful of your feelings, especially when you're communicating with your friends and loved ones, because that's when it causes the most damage or has the most importance. Pay attention to your words that you say, as well as to your tone and your facial expressions, because it'll be easier for the other person to reciprocate when you're mindful and aware of how you're communicating, what you're communicating. These are real important elements of communicating. Being self-aware is the most important element of being successful, because you're aware of yourself first. And then as you get more practice and being more attentive to communicating, you'll also become aware of how they're communicating. Effective communication is being aware of your own emotions, especially involved in a personal relationship. It means exchanging information carefully. That's being effective communicating. Carefully explaining or exchanging information. Listening is the number one important element in communicating, because you're showing the importance to the other person or what the other person is feeling or trying to convey. A healthy conversation involves one person stating a position of concern related to a need, desire, or want in a manner that it can be understood by the other person. Then both agree about the concern and to respond to how or what each person wants to do to address the concern and why. Then they determine the best ways to resolve the concern by allowing the other person to give their side or their understanding by reciprocating afterwards. Understanding that communication and relationships deal with many facets and makeups of each person and his or her experiences. Communicating embodies the complete wholeness of the relationship. So that means it's basically emotions. It has to do with understanding, expectations, fear, trust, judgment, insecurities, respect, basically everything. That's basically summing up the concept of effective communication. And that spans not just in an intimate setting, but as a broad, brother, sister, friends, neighbors, co-workers, but we're focusing primarily in relationships. Thanks for tuning in. Stay focused, stay tuned. I appreciate you.